Hey, what's up everyone, Ultimate Atomic HD here, and welcome to the semi-final episode of School of OTK. Semi-final of the planned 6 episodes that I'll be doing this on my own behalf, since the rest of the episodes will be entirely influenced by fans of the channel. So, in today's episode, we will be discussing what exactly are chain links and what exactly are spell speeds, something I alluded to in the previous episode when I was talking about spells and traps. Well, you form chain links by activating cards or effects in response to the last card played in the chain link. And of course, the first card you play is of course chain link 1. And basically, any card or effect is chain link 1. It's your choice or your opponent's choice if you'll actually start forming other chain links in the same chain. Because why is this an important ruling? Because there are some cards or effects which require to be activated as a specific chain link in a chain. For example, there is a quick play spell called Chain Strike, which must be activated as at least a chain link 2 or higher, and in the chain there must not be any cards or effects whose name are identical. For example, if you activate 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, the third card cannot be Chain Strike because of the specifications that Chain Strike has. Now, what can you actually activate as a chain link? Well, for that purpose we must discuss what spell speeds are. Officially there are 3 spell speeds, but unofficially there are 4 of them. So, under spell speed 1, all of the spell cards, with the exception of quick play spells, fall under spell speed 1, as well as monster effects whose effects are not quick effects, and they can always be activated as a chain link 1. For a chain link 2, you will need to activate a spell speed 2 card or higher. That is where the spell speed 2 cards come in, and those being quick play spell cards, all trap cards except for counter trap cards, and monster effects whose effects are quick effects. So those cards fall under the spell speed 2 category. Now, as further the chain links goes, as chain link 3 or higher, you must activate at least, of course, a chain link 2, a spell speed 2 card effect, which is something you cannot do with the chain link 1 to chain link 2. You cannot activate another spell speed 1 effect in response to a spell speed another spell speed 1 card effect. So for the chain link 3 or higher, you can activate a spell speed 2 or a spell speed 3 effect. And what falls under the spell speed 3 effect? Well, only one type of card, and those are counter trap cards. Those being officially being the fastest spell speed out there, seeing how you can only respond to a counter trap card with another counter trap card. And officially this is where these spell speeds would end, but unofficially there is also a spell speed 4, which is a fan-made term for cards or effects which do not allow you to respond to them with either a specific type of cards or effects or with anything at all. A very good example of this being Borreload Dragon and Super Polymerization, which basically after activating prevent any player from activating anything after their effect is properly resolved or in response to those effects actually resolving. Now that I've actually explained how spell speeds work, now it's time to show you how chain links resolve. Let's say I activate Fortune Lady Calling, then Scapegoat, and then Solemn Judgment. Now that's my chain, consisting of 3 cards, and Solemn Judgment is of course a chain link 3 card, and this is the order of activation of these effects. However, the order in which these effects will resolve is backwards. Fortune Lady Calling gets activated first, then Scapegoat, then Solemn Judgment. And the order of resolution will be Solemn Judgment first, Scapegoat second, and then Fortune Lady Calling. Thus, Solemn Judgment, for example, has an effect which allows you to pay half your life points to negate basically anything. It will apply to Scapegoat, not to Fortune Lady Calling, because as I've said earlier, you are activating the next Chain Link card in response to the last card effect that was played. The last card effect played was Scapegoat, so Solemn Judgment applies to Scapegoat. Fortune Lady Calling's effect will go off with no problem. So yeah, that is pretty much the gist of how you activate chain links and how the spell speeds basically work. You basically need to activate at least a spell speed 2 card effects in response to a spell speed 1 card effect, at least a spell speed 2 in response to another spell speed 2, and a counter trap in response to another counter trap if you want to successfully counter whatever your opponent might have up his sleeve. And of course you have to keep in mind that the effects when the chain gets finished, because of course you can always choose not to activate a certain card or effect. If you choose not to, then the effects will start resolving, and when they start resolving, they will start resolving backwards. So that is pretty much the gist of how spell speeds and chain links work, and that pretty much covers how card effects interact when the battle gets really intense, and how when things get moving, and how they impact the game as a whole. Now the only thing left to discuss is stuff relegated to battle phase and how monsters battling interact with each other. And I will throw in a couple of advanced rulings which, when explained, do not become so advanced, and the reason I'm doing this is because they are fairly important, and they seem to be giving even experienced players some slight trouble. So that will be our focus in the next episode, which will be the final of the planned episodes I had on mind to record. So hopefully you enjoyed this little explanation on spell speeds and chain links, and I will see you with the finale when I talk about battle phase interactions and advanced rulings. So thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more video and updates. Comment, like, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my Patreon when you got the time. Maybe drop a few donations if you feel like it. And as usual, I'll upload the next vid whenever I can. So see you all and have a good day. Peace.